To be treated just like men?
Yes.
People are always trying to divide up women.
We do not want housewives thinking that we are against them. We want roses, not rights. It's my favorite slogan.
Mrs. America. Stream now on 7plus.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I just want to be comfortable.
You mean like in pyjamas?
What I mean by comfortable is I don't have to worry about money.
Well, you better have a good super fund.
I do.
With low fees and strong long-term performance, know how to grow with Uni Super.
Hundreds of owners showed off their pride and joy, from mini mokes to sports cars. Money raised at the event will be donated to charities and community groups. We've got a very fishy edition of Flashback for you this week, and we head to the state's west coast. Of course, we're celebrating all things tuna, from the taste to the tosses.
My first memories are really of the pageant and the procession through town.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
I can remember bagpipes and marching bands and sort of that old school kind of glamour.
For Port Lincoln Mayor Diana Mislov, Tunarama was all about celebrating pride in her community.
I think it's a world-renowned event, and the DNA here in Port Lincoln.
She's a former committee member, her daughter a Quest contestant in 2009.
Here we have Joanna, my daughter.
The glamour of Miss Tunarama was an important part of the festival, which was first held in 1962.
The fishing town of Port Lincoln is letting its hair down for the long weekend with its annual Tunarama Festival.
But the first thing that comes to mind for most people when you mention Tunarama is the tossing.
Go the ballerina approach as you first come into it, do the spin, and then the discus.
Some techniques more successful than others.
Got the wind up.
In 1986, things got a little out of hand.
A South Australian woman has been granted $35,000 compensation for being hit on the head with a frozen tuna.
One contestant's throw went awry, and the 8-kilogram frozen fish hurtled into the crowd. 42-year-old tourist Sharon Zabo of Leak Creek was hit and suffered head and shoulder injuries.
It led to the idea of using rubber tuna instead.
The aspect of having a rubber tuna is going to be far safer than having a frozen solid live tuna.
The festival is based around Port Lincoln's most important industry, tuna fishing, and not surprisingly, the fish plays a big role in the weekend's events.
One of the main events of Tunarama is a 1-kilometre swim between the town's jetties, finishing on the town foreshore.
There was also a Birdman rally.
Everyone enters into the spirit of it, including Mayor Tom Secker, only to be outdone by this bright spark.
Paddling competitions too, and a milk carton regatta.
There was music events. I think some of the favourite things that I had involvement with were like talent quests, that we would showcase some local talent, and we'd have some judges there scoring them out of 10.
But after more than 60 years, Tunarama came to an end in 2023 due to a lack of funding and community fatigue, although there are hopes it'll be back next year.
It might look a little bit different, but I'm sure that they're going to have an equally good time, and I look forward to seeing everyone there at the tuna toss.
That is a great event. How old were you there on the news clip? About 11?
Oh, about 11 or 12. Yeah, I started early.